Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here, mostly in the moment with me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at their actions towards you right now. We're going through the kind of actions they would like to take, the actions they would most probably take, and when. We have 4 piles here. We choose a pile based on the number, the image, or the crystal that resonates with you. You may choose different piles for different peoples, different connections, and if it doesn't resonate and you want more information on the connection, I do have other Love Pick a Card readings available. I just want to say thank you so much for your love and support. I'm overwhelmed by the amount of support I'm getting, and it's like I have my numerical goal. Like I want to try to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of summer, right? Or by the end of summer. And like it's not that is getting to me. What's getting to me is like straight to my heart is the actual love and light, the wisdom that you guys are sharing, and the love that you're sharing. That's what I want to give back to others too. Like love and light, raise each other up kind of thing, you know? It gets me every time. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, pile 11 with the Pyrite. Let's look at the actions they want to take towards you. Okay, it seems like they're between 2 actions. One fell on the table, and the other fell off the table. So one they're leaning towards, which is telling you the truth. They want to tell you the truth about something. And then the other choice that they have is either walking towards marriage or walking away. So I think their hopes are they're going to tell you the truth, and then they're going to give you the option of walking down the path of long-term commitment or marriage, or continue being with them if you two are already together, or going separate ways. So this action of them proposing long-term commitment depends on how you take them telling you the truth. Okay, I'm immediately intrigued. What is this about? What is this truth about? Okay, so Spirit's kind of keeping it a little bit of a secret. And usually when Spirit starts giving me, like, they're like telling me I'm not going to tell you everything, they're not supposed to know everything, it's because part of the challenge is how you handle the information that they give you in that moment. Like what actions you take immediately when they tell you this truth. So will you freak out and just leave to catch your breath and go for a walk because you're overwhelmed? Or will you stand your ground and not let your emotions override you and kind of try to keep, calm and collected while you kind of figure out what to say or what to do? Or will you, rip them a new beehole, So Spirit is like, we're not going to tell you everything because the element of surprise is vital to this specific event unfolding. Oh my goodness, this is so dramatic, but I get it. TikTok, it's time. So Spirit is saying they're guiding your person to kind of come to you with this truth. It might be like eating them up. You might have seen them acting weird, avoiding you, avoiding eye contact with you, avoiding your texts or communications, and even just kind of not even talking to you or something. And Spirit saying time is up. They have this unbelievable, what is this? What are they feeling with this? Magic. So they have this unbelievable draw to you, actually. And it's so strong now. Whether you've been in contact with this person, no contact, you are in a relationship already or not, they have to address this emotion that's coming up. They have to confront this part of themselves. It's so overwhelming how much they feel for you. And it's not just love. They like you very much too. They're very interested in you. They're in awe over you. They find you irresistible and very attractive, and not just physically, in every which way. You lure them into this more magical side of themselves, and it's so overwhelming now that they have to confront it within themselves. They have to. And they have to tell you about it. They don't have to, but sometimes people who aren't like, that don't practice spiritual things, doesn't mean that they're not spiritual, but the good thing about the spiritual community is like you hear about a lot of tools people have to deal with, like inner child work or shadow work or something like healing and stuff like that. There's a lot of good tools out there, and that's the magic of the community and the internet, right? That brought us all these tools. They might not know that they have the tool of, there's a bunch of tools where you can confront these things without even having to actually talk to the other person, without having to actually talk to you. They can talk to themselves and talk to their guides or something, or talk to a past or loved one, whatever, there's multiple tools, right? Write it out or something. They don't realize that they can just kind of confront themselves without talking to you, but a lot of people who are more physically minded or more masculine minded, male or female, typically need to kind of confront their own emotions by telling the actual person. So they are going to actually tell you, at least they want to. Yeah, so why do they want to tell you this truth, whatever it is? I think we should slow down. So I think things have slowed down between the two of you, and it's not because of what you think. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. So even if you think you know why things have slowed down between the two of you, or you two took a step backwards, it's not the reason you think, Spirit is telling me. And they're not telling me what you think, so everything's like kind of private. It's between you and your person. I'm just channeling messages without getting any specifics, so I don't even know the specifics, which is when I first started reading tarot for other people, I would need to know every detail of every aspect of the energy, so I can know, so I could understand it, so I can explain it better. But as I've grown stronger in reading tarot, have a mastery of it, done it many times in past lives. I have a really cool story of how I started tarot, if anyone ever wants to hear it sometime. But yeah, I've learned to kind of, just channel the messages that they need, that people need, without having to know everything. And as a Virgo moon, that could kind of drives me wild sometimes, or it used to. So this is specifically just for you, and it's private between you and your person and your guides. Okay. So even what you think, even the reason you think that things are slowing down and you two have taken a step backwards is not why that is. Okay. It's very cryptic, but there's a reason. Okay. And then the actions that they will most probably will take. What are the actions that they will most probably take? Eight of Swords. Yeah, they will have to confront themselves. And whether they do that with you or by looking in the mirror kind of thing, they will have to confront these feelings for you. It's too overwhelming. for a very small percentage of you, like I'm getting a 3 number a lot, so like 30, 31, 13%. Like a small percent of you, maybe even 3, but no, 30-ish. So a good amount of you actually. You might think your person doesn't even like you. And they might not. They might consciously not think they like you, but subconsciously they really do. And they never confronted that side of them. They might, like, not act like they don't like you. They might even you might have actually caught them saying something negative about you to another person. They might have been cold and rejecting and even ghosted you. But Spirit is saying, like, they are holding back their subconscious feelings for you. And now they have to confront it because they like you so much. They even love you and they find you so attractive. And it's because it's magical, it's spiritual, that they don't understand it, right? Things start spiritual and then emotional, mental, and then physical. So it starts at the highest level, this love and attraction towards you. And they've just been kind of suppressing that. And if they're suppressing those feelings, those strong feelings for you, they are suppressing a lot. So it has come to the point where it's so overwhelming that Spirit is making them confront their feelings and at the same time confront who they really are. So for a small percentage of you, liking you means discovering a part of themselves that they've been suppressing and liking that part of themselves and being aware and conscious of it. For the other like 70% or so of you, they've been just kind of dreading this because it just means that they have to finally do this. They might have known this time was coming, but they were kind of, diving into their work, their career, their friends, their family situations, projects around the home, just kind of keeping themselves busy. I'm hearing some, like for a few of you, like working on the car or something like that. Fixing the car, working on the car. They might even have manifested car problems so they can have things to keep them busy, and they might be like stressed about it, like, oh, like this thing broke in my car, I have to go bring it to the garage, get it fixed and all this, and like, or I have to go do this and that, like I had to get another part, blah blah blah, and they're all stressed about it, and they're manifesting that because they don't want to do this emotional work, inner work, spiritual work. But now Spirit's like, you can only avoid this for so long. And the actions they will most probably take. Live from a place of light. Yeah. So I feel like they were avoiding living their truth. Truth is light. It's divine. Truth is divinity. And so they were kind of, it wasn't that they weren't living a divine life. It's like they weren't living the most divine life they could. It's kind of like, even in their, like, they're probably smarter than their job. They probably have better character than their friends. More hard worker than their family members. More loving than their past relationship partners or their students, their co-workers, their colleagues, or most people, most neighbors, most people in your community. So they're have the potential for more. They just didn't want to. But there's like if you're a spiritual person, you've been attracted to this channel specifically because these are more highly spiritual readings. So you probably know that, there's a mass awakening happening at this time. It's magical times for people. So people who are highly connected will be kind of guided to stop pussyfooting around. I'm hearing, I don't ever use that word, that's why I'm channeling. Yeah, stop pussyfooting it around and start living up to your highest potential. You're going to be needed, you're being called, kind of thing. So they have no choice to confront that. And so you're a huge mirror for that. You're a huge reminder of their highest potential. You are probably the best that they can do in terms of love, and they know that. And so you might be thinking, like, why are they acting so weird around me all the time? Since you know them, probably you might have had a clue. It's because you two are kind of, soulmates or whatever. But especially recently, they might have been acting more cold. And even if you have been in no contact, you've been getting more signs about them, and it's kind of crazy. Even if you haven't seen them for a long time, or even if you haven't been on the same page for a long time, even if you feel like you've been going backwards for a very long time, it's time. I hear the alarm going off. It's go time. Okay. So the actions they will most likely take. Will they do this in person? Empowerment, compassion. Okay. So like how you've empowered them to be more compassionate towards themselves, to live a more meaningful life, it's their turn to kind of empower you back, Spirit is saying. It's rare nowadays to find people who are your equal in vibration. And yeah, you might meet a lot of like high vibrational people here and there, but not even all high vibrational people have the same kind of matching frequencies. Some people might be more aligned with music, other people might be more aligned with science and this and that, right? They are being called because in the near future, you're going to have to kind of empower each other. And you'll need to be compassionate towards each other in a world where that is going to be hard to find, or it's going to be hard to see. Wow. Okay. Did not know where that was going. Okay. So when will they most likely kind of tell you this truth? Before the next new moon. And I got that's 68%. So do you know how I said around 70% of people you two are know that you kind of like each other, and there's this thing here. So it's 70% of the people, it's going to be that. For the other 30%, where your person you might just believe that they don't even like you. When will they come into your life? You got lunar eclipse, but not within a few months. A cycle, a year. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think look around the lunar eclipse in the next year, 2 or 3. They'll come around. So for some of you, for 30% of you, you're checking in with someone who you had an unrequited love with. You really liked them. You told them your feelings, and they did not reciprocate physically or in the physical realm. And you might be just wondering whatever happened to this person. But for 70% of you, you know this person, you're in communication. Some of you are dating this person or even in a relationship, and or have been in a relationship and kind of separated, an ex or something that dated in the past, or liked each other but never had the opportunity. Okay, so that 70% you could find probably within the next, before the next new moon, or the new moon after that. they will most likely come to you and tell you this kind of truth. And depending on how you react, they're gonna follow it up with, okay, like, do you want to join this commitment with me or not? Okay, and then how will this look? Like, how would you know when this happens? I saw technology first. Technology 5. Technology programs. Okay. So they're going to tell you on like a social media website probably, or yeah, I feel like it's social media. It could be like email or something, a text, but it's going to be over the phone or the internet somehow. Let's see. Two of Cups. Okay, wow. So it's kind of up in the air now. They are going to offer you some sort of higher level of commitment. They're putting it out there, and it's going to be up to you whether you ground that or not, whether you choose that or not. Okay. Then a message from them. So what would they like to say? Their higher self, what would they like to say? I'll always believe in you and me. So I feel like the soul is like looking down on the two of you, like rooting, like hoping that your person, pile 11, chooses this and moves forward this and everything works out perfectly. They're like cheering on from like the stands in heaven, I'm hearing. And then what would they most likely say to you? You're always in my heart. So I feel like they're kind of taking a chance and putting it out there. Whatever happens, like, hey, whatever happens, you're always going to be in my heart. So they're going to take the risk. They're going to put it all out there. But they're going to let you know like that love's not just going to fade away ever. Last cards. Most likely action. Bring love into the situation. Yeah. So this is the test because Spirit's like, it's really on you. Like, if you can take this truth that they give you and not let it upset you or let it affect the connection, then this is it, right? And if not, then a new cycle is born where you two kind of have to do some healing and learning and clearing and all that stuff, right? And Spirit's advice for the situation. Two of Pentacles. Your ability to adapt and create calm among the chaos is a force to be reckoned with. You easily find peace and balance in your outside world by creating peace and balance within. Don't lose sight of your center. Yeah, that Spirit's like advice. This is a test for you. This is a test for you. If it's not this person, then another soulmate will come in. But this is an opportunity, a chance, where if you don't lose sight of your center, if you can't center yourself when this truth comes out, I feel like it's a test of unconditional love. And a test of like, can you handle a love like this powerful love? There's powerful love here, but with powerful love comes powerful tests, you know, to see if you're ready for it, if you can handle it, if you want it. So if even if this is a really harsh truth to take and it's devastating, if you pass this test, like, it's probably going to be really beautiful, sunshine and rainbows. Not for a little bit probably, but like, yeah, ultimately a more powerful love than either of you could have dreamt of for yourselves in this lifetime. But if you don't, I mean, that's fine, that's your choice. And Spirit saying it'll probably come back in a different form and a different test with a different person, or even the same person, and it might be another truth that's hard to swallow, and it might be even harder then, but you'll have plenty of time to do a lot of healing and growing and becoming stronger. So it's kind of just up to you. Ask your own guides, see if this resonates. If it doesn't, like, you know, don't like pick another pile or another reading. This is for those of you who know, you know. All right. So I hope you enjoy this reading. If it resonates, I'm very interested to know if you feel this kind of energy coming and how it looks, if you're getting the signs or not. And if it's someone you're in no communication with, or someone you are in communication with and it's like something's up. And like, I don't know. What would you do in that situation? Knowing what you know now, like if you know, don't act as a more stronger version of yourself, more conditionally loving person, then this might come up in another scenario with another person, maybe a family member, maybe a friend, but like kind of, but most likely a love situation. If you're looking at this reading specifically for a love situation, it will pop up again with the same person or a different person. But maybe there's an option number 3. Not losing your center, but not having to accept this person either. Who knows? Maybe you can unconditionally love this person and still choose to be with the next soulmate that comes along. It's up to you. Listen to your guides. Okay, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I really appreciate a like or comment especially for this one. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 33 with the dragon's egg. Let's see the actions they want to take towards you. 2 of Wands. Okay. So I feel like they want to make a decision. So I feel like you're waiting on this person to make the decision. Like the ball's in their court, or they have a decision to make that will very heavily influence the direction of this connection. For example, taking a job in a different location, or I don't know, you might have straight up asked them if they want to move forward with this connection or not, if the 2 of you should move in together, move into a different place, want to meet the kids, want to meet the family, something significant where it's kind of like, all right, whatever they decide, it's going to change the outcome of our situation. So it's like, I'm waiting to see what you choose, because based on that, I gotta, like, it affects both of you individually and together. It affects you both individually. Maybe you have a decision in terms of work that you're waiting to make, and it's like time is of the essence until they figure out what they're going to do. You two are trying to figure out if you can work at the same place. You know, it's a little bit far, but if they take this job, then you can, you know, take this other one. I don't know. It's something very, I feel like they are almost kind of seeing how things unfold, because they're going to take it as a sign. If things come easily, if things that work out more on the favor of this connection working out, like the decisions and the choices, then they're gonna think that like you two are kind of meant to be. But they're like waiting for a sign, because, and I'm getting that's not the right way to look at this from them. Sometimes your guides will give you kind of a direction, what's for your highest and best good, with signs and synchronicities and things working out and stuff like that. But this is purely on them. This is definitely free will. This is on them. Spirit's like, don't look at me. Like, this is on you. In fact, it's actually a situation that the 2 of you are in where their decision, like the decisions purely up to them. Like, it's not easy or hard either way for them. So the decision isn't like, oh, well, this job makes more money and this job makes less money, or this one helps me with my career more and this one doesn't, or this one's closer to my family member or this one isn't. It's like very equal. So you know that whatever decision they make is what their heart is truly telling them to do in terms of the relationship, nothing else. Not their health, not their family member, not job, money, whatever. It's none of that. It's specifically what they choose to do with this relationship moving forward. But they're using all these other, they're using the actual decision and the details around that as a cover, as an excuse for making the real decision. And they're hoping that something falls through or something becomes the obvious choice so they don't have to actually make the choice. But Spirit's like, that's not going to happen. You're going to have to make the decision. And you, Pile 33, will get your answer. In so many ways. Wow. Okay, so what action do they want to take? Then we'll look at most likely action. What action do they want to take? King of Fire. Okay. So they want to make a decision based on what's good for the long term. They are looking ahead. They are trying to figure out, what's good for the long run here. And they're not for nothing, but they are considering you in this relationship more so. Like, they're making it a priority when it comes to this decision than, anything else. They are looking at the future. I feel like you're saying, Pile 33, is like, then why don't you make the decision? Isn't it so easy? Like, why don't you just make a decision? Like, it's not that hard. Like, you know what you have to do. And sometimes it's not. I know like me as like a Libra sun, I'm really good at making really tough decisions, really big life-changing decisions, or decisions under stressful situations, or important or more serious decisions. But when it comes down to like making stupid decisions, I am the worst, right? A lot of females are gonna be like, oh, that's all women or that's most people. But no, like there are a lot of people out there who can make a lot of those smaller decisions easier. They're good leaders in other ways, but have a hard time when it comes to big decisions, life-changing decisions, especially decisions in regards to their heart, or maybe there's someone who can't really see into the future as well, can't like think long-term as well. I just want you all the time. Yeah, they're a little bit worried that they're making long-term decisions on short-term situations and feelings. This person may have done this before. So they might have made a decision with an ex or a past partner, or it doesn't have to be a past part. It doesn't have to be a love situation in the past. It could be like with a friend or a job or a colleague or something, a business partner, a family member, where they made long-term decisions because of the love that they had for this person and love for the situation or whatever, and then ended up, according to them, messing up their whole future, messing up their whole life. And so they're very, very hesitant. They don't trust themselves to make decisions for for the long term. So this person may be good at making those serious long-term decisions, but they something instilled fear in this part of themselves. And this person does have the strong quality to make good decisions, but they might have made a decision that just kind of uprooted their life so badly that they needed to find confidence again. This is a test of confidence from spirit. Usually whatever your strong suit is, whatever your natural ability, best talents or skills or knowledge that you have, that you are gifted with in this world, that's usually the thing that is used to test you the hardest, because it's such a big part of you. So they are someone who makes good long-term decisions. No wonder you like this person, pile 33. Like they're very considerate, and they do take people they love into consideration when they're making long-term decisions. And they do think about the future so much, and it warms their heart so much to think about the two of you in old age, or the two of you hanging out with, family in the next holiday or something. Like they think about these things so often and so much, that it used to be a source of strength and confidence and taking action from love, but it turned into fear, nightmare, and a source of anxiety. They don't trust themselves in them anymore because of that situation. And that's how the universe tests you sometimes. It's just like straight up. Oh my gosh. The deck almost fell off the table to give you a little bit of a scare, So it's not you that's scaring them, pile 33. It's like the bad decision they made before. They lost all confidence in themselves, and that sucks, pile 33, because someone messed it up for you. Whoever came before you, or whoever did this to them in the past, or the situation, really messed it up, because you see this in them. You see this strength in them, this very loving character who smiles at you randomly because they're thinking of like I don't know, like, oh, they're gonna look so cute when they're like older and they have that milk mustache or something like that. Like they think of you in that way all the time. You chose a good one, pile 33. You just kind of got the shitty end of the deal. You got the short stick where you have to deal with them coming out of that fear and into this confidence. Okay. So action they want to take. To the sea. They might need to spend some time alone, go visit family or friends, or just travel alone. Go off on their own, lonesome a lot. Maybe spend some time like not really talking to you, so they can just clear their head and like figure this out. But it's not because of you, pile 33. They actually like you so much. It's reminding them of who they used to be. This person who used to lovingly think of people, their loved ones, so much. That they kind of like, I see this a lot of light workers, or just like really kind-hearted souls, a lot of empaths, a lot of givers, healers out there, where you kind of have like daydreams of just like helping people. Like if you have like a family member that's not like so close, but like even like an aunt or a cousin or a nephew or something who is going through a hard time, a friend, you just kind of have daydreams of like helping them and like giving them the exact perfect thing that they need or something like that. Like really, really like divinely connected, like Ikers. People in general have these daydreams, but specifically very sensitive souls have these daydreams so frequently of constantly helping people in the most perfect way. Like, that's how they daydream. That's like what they dream about, what they hope for, wish for. I'm getting like their hearts send out like little prayers unconsciously, like, without even knowing it. They do that. They're like, wow, secret healers that live among us. So cute. And if you're attracted to this person, pile 33, like, I already know that you're a really beautiful soul as well to match with a person like this. Okay, so movement. Yeah, they are going to communicate. They are going to make a decision. And you are going to see some movement. Because you might have been waiting for a little bit. You might have been trying to be patient and giving them space or whatever. So much so that you might have been like kind of looking, like you kind of were looking to leave. Because you almost feel like them not giving you an answer is an answer. Wow. Okay, so actions they will most probably take. So what will they most likely do? Spirit guide, manifestations. Okay, so their spirit team is definitely manifesting something beautiful for them. Trust, patience, spirituality. Their spirit team is telling you right now, like, trust that your patience will be pulling off, will be to your benefit. Like your patience will pay off. And this person that you're thinking of is more romantic than you think. You probably already know that they're super uber romantic. But if you need a confirmation, yeah, they are way more romantic than you think. I'm like pausing because my eyes are about to tear up because like their amount of love, like the love that they're capable of giving is like, you don't meet people like that often. You know, you don't meet people who are constantly thinking of others, constantly smiling at the thought of being with you forever. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna tear up for it. This is whew. All right. So what kind of action will they most likely take? Three of Swords, heartbreak. Work event. Dang. All right. Okay, don't click off just yet. Pile 33. Promise there's good news coming, but I do gotta say they might choose work. 88%. 88% most likely they will choose work. That is my heart just dropped. I feel like it was, I just felt it. Like I have chills, I have goosebumps. It's really warm out today. I'm devastated. I'm devastated. But 88 is number of manifestation. It is infinity, right? So the spirit guides are manifesting something. Oh, okay. All right, so Spirit's saying that they're going to choose work. And Spirit's going to be like, nope, wrong choice. You made a mistake. Let's start over. So they're going to choose work and they're going to be like, I'm sorry, I have to go. I have to choose this other thing. And you're going to be heartbroken because like they chose this other thing instead of us. They chose not to be with me rather than be with me. That's what the decision was actually about. But then 88, manifestation. So Spirit team is watching them and they're like, ah, oh, dang it. Pile 33's person made a mistake. They went the wrong way. All right, let's go pick them up and drop them off in the same spot again. Let's rewind this, you know? So that's what I'm hearing. So how is it going to go the second time around? So what happens the first time around? What happens the first time around? Your ancestors, yeah, are thinking, okay. I'm getting their ancestors, their spirit guides are like, finally, like we can do something to help them out, because I feel like they're such a kind person that they always do the right thing. They always give too much of themselves. They're always helping others a lot. And they finally did something in their life, because like, you know how we're all given like spirit guides before we were even born, and then we have like some that go in and out through our lives. This post is annoying me. Their spirit guides, like, it's like they're like, they never need us. We're just like watching them. We're happy that they never need us, but it's like, finally they can use us. Like, we can finally step in, because I feel like they've never really needed their spirit team that much, because they've always kind of made the right decisions for themselves and others. So what's going on here now that like this is all happening? What is this reset? Appreciate the little moments. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting kind of not like Groundhog Day, but kind of like this energy of they're put back to that spot. They're given a second chance. But this time they know exactly what happened when they didn't make the right choice last time. So I don't know how that's going to look, but something's, yeah. Wow, okay. So what would they want to say to you? What did they want to say to you? My romantic feelings are growing for you. They wanted to tell you that they can see them falling in love with you more and more each day as each hour, each minute passes by. They have thoughts of you frequently, and they're like, I can't wait to spend time with you every day. I can't wait to like see your smile, talk to you, come back to you, hang out with you, talk to you. What would they actually say? I miss our friendship. Yep. So it's this kind of situation where instead of saying I love you and I could only see my feelings growing for you, no matter what happens between us, it will continue growing. But what they say is like, I kind of hope we can be friends no matter what, because I appreciate that part of us, our bond most. And you're just like, what? Okay, so what's this like redo or something the spirit is talking about? Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's kind of it's, I mean, you know, like those movies, what is like what is it called? Oh yeah, I got it. Freaky Friday. It's kind of like that, like the Freaky Friday, where like, I don't know, spirit concocts some sort of special situation where you get to kind of experience what it's like not being with this person. And that way, I'm getting the both of you appreciate each other more and understand what the wrong decision looks like and feels like. It's a timeline switch. Wow. Okay, last couple of cards. What's most likely going to happen within this connection? Take time to breathe out. Yeah, Spirit's like, you both kind of need a moment to, like, I feel like the both of you are so hung up on this one decision that it's like you're paralyzed. Like, you can't move forward because it's that important to the two of you. You might have had that much of a traumatic experience before or in a past life in regards to a love situation. I'm getting being thrown out of a relationship, casted out, thrown out like garbage kind of thing, where it was so traumatic. It might be like even from childhood kind of thing, feelings, but like it's just very, very traumatic, the past feelings in regards to this. And so both of you are so paralyzed in moving forward that you two are choosing not to, not because you don't want to, because you're so scared of actually moving forward with this person. That's the real fear here, is actually moving forward with this person. It freaks you out so completely and absolutely. You two are like literally here. I'm getting both of you have physical communication. You see each other, you talk to each other, and you're both so freaked out about this connection moving forward that you both might be giving the energies of rejection. It's because you're rejecting a part of yourself where you can accept a love like this, accept that you do love this person that much, accept that you do love the person that they make you to be, inspire you to be. The responsibility it comes with, what it entails, what it implies if you two make this step and all that. All the worries and fears are summed up with this one decision, and both of you are so deathly afraid of it. You're pushing it away. You're putting it on them. They're deciding to just go the other way, and then you're upset about it because you might have actually pushed them away out of fear that they weren't going to choose you. All these things are happening. It's a lot. You both needed to see what the wrong decision felt like. It's not all 100% on them either. Spirit saying like, yeah, it's definitely on you too. You were kind of maybe not intentionally, but like pushing them away out of fear of being hurt. Dang. Okay. Whoa. That went somewhere. Okay. And last but not least, Spirit's advice for this connection. So sorry. Sometimes like I'm just channeling, and then I like me, the person, Mia, my human, is like shocked and astonished what Spirit is bringing through. Strength. Wow. Oh my gosh. You've faced challenges that have tested your inner strength before, rising from the ashes of what you thought would destroy you. Your courage, perseverance, and resilience knows no bounds. It's time to trust in this ability to overcome. I couldn't have said it any better. This is amazing. This is like looking at it from a higher perspective, like one of those moments that just, this is life. This is everything. Anyway, I would really appreciate a like or comment if you resonated with this reading or liked it. If it doesn't resonate, I mean, don't worry about it. Pick another pile, pick another reading, pick another tarot reader. My readings are for those beautiful, highly spiritual souls, high vibrational souls. So, man, I'm gonna have to take a second after this reading. This is wow. Let me know if this is, if this resonated, if it's as powerful as I feel this energy to be. It's so powerful. I can't even like I can't even hold it right now. All right, so Hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 55, the Black Onyx. Let's look at the actions that they want to take and why, and then the actions that they will most probably take. 3 of Cups. Okay, so they're coming in with a very strong, friendly attitude. So they're probably going to invite you out for like an event or for dinner, or be very kind to you, open up a very comfortable dialogue, very friendly dialogue with you. So I do see that they're coming in with the intention of meeting up, good intentions, catching up if you haven't talked to this person for a long while, or if you are in a relationship or dating, maybe to kind of, you know, you haven't really connected in that way for a while, and they're kind of like, hey, you know, maybe it's time to, you know, go on a nice date or do something fun. You know, let's host like a dinner party. Let's invite some of our friends over, family over, or like let's do something. Yeah. So whether you're dating or in a relationship, they might be wanting to kind of socialize with you. And if you've been in little to no communication, or have been just kind of friends, or are interested in each other, or have been in separation or something, they're coming back with friendly intentions to, you know, catch up, see how you're doing, have fun, like go out for coffee or something like that. Page of Air. Yeah, they're gonna at least put the invitation out there for you, and this is what they want to do. They want to extend the invitation. Okay, so if you hear that truck backing up, I feel like it's kind of like, okay, you know what, let's take a quick step back. I feel like they want to rekindle the friendship or rekindle the connection. If you two are already in a relationship, they kind of realize that things might have been at a standstill between the two of you, not really moving in any direction. So they might be like, okay, you know what, kind of, let me try to get things going again. So why do they want to do this? Too afraid to talk to you, and they came out face down. So they're actually a little bit nervous. They might have this energy that they're, you know, being friendly, and that they're confident, and that it's not all an act, but they're nervous. They're definitely nervous talking to you. It's not like extreme nervousness. It's just you know, they're like, okay, you know, here we go. Like, you know, look at themselves in the mirror before they head out, like fix their hair, you know, take a deep breath, and you're like, okay, you got this. You got this, pile 55's person. Like, we got this. They're like giving themselves like a pep talk before talking to you, before reaching out to you, kind of thing. So it's cute. Like they care about how things go down between the two of you. The tribe. Okay, so I'm getting like, let's get the tribe back together. Let's get the gang back together. So if you were friends, or if you did date or know each other, or know, like, you worked together, or you went to school together, or something like that, or had the same friend group, or you know, were married, or currently are, and it's been a minute since you've gotten people together, they're really excited to kind of, you know, bring those energy back, good energy of seeing people, having good times together, laughing with people, enjoying people's company with you. Or they might be kind of intentionally making a group situation happen, so you wouldn't say no to their invitation, and then you'll most likely take it. And then if it was like little to no communication, they might be coming to you because they are looking to make new friends and rekindle good old ones, kind of thing. And they feel like you're a good place to start. Maybe they have already rekindled friendships, one or two other people, or they are just starting this new chapter of their life and they want to start with you. If this is a new person, they're like, yeah, like, hey, like, I think, we have a lot of things in common. Let's see if we can do something about this. Get other people involved. Let's see if we, if we can, work on a project together or get people with the same similar interests together. Yes, it could be someone new. This could be someone completely new. The reason there's so many different scenarios, for those of you who are questioning why there's so many possibilities, is because it's the same energy. I'm just giving different examples of that same energy depending on your specific situation. Okay, surrender. Spirit is saying that they want to just give in. They feel a good vibe with you and they're taking a shot in the dark. I'm hearing like they're like, oh, like for some of you this is a new situation where you find a friend or you find a few friends or a group of friends that have a similar interest or like-minded. And it's like, hey, yeah, let's do this again. Let's get this group of, to hang out again. Like, yeah, everyone's down. Or it could be a few people, or it could be old friends, and it could be old friends if you two are in a friend group together, or if they're trying to find an excuse to hang out with you, or like I said, if you're already in a relationship with this person or dating this person, it's like, yeah, let's get our friends together, family together, and have a cookout, or have a little party or something. Wow, seems fun. Some fun celebratory energy is coming to you, pile 55. Okay, and so then actions that they most probably take, because this is what they want to do. But let's see what actions they will most probably take. Willpower. Yeah, we do see that they are taking a shot in the dark and they have this courage now. Water. Spirituality, emotions, intuition, compassion. They're in a good place. This person, your person, pile 55, whether it's new, someone from the past, or someone you're with, they're in a good place. And they want the two of you to share that with other people. They want to show you that you two are not just good together. It's not just you that thinks that, it's not them that thinks that, it's other people that see that. And you can tell just because of how you two come off to other people. It's kind of it's very obvious sometimes. Like, it's like, if you don't know if the two of you, like if you're in a relationship or if you're dating someone, if you're thinking about dating someone, like, if you don't know if you two are a good match or not, like, hang out with other people, and you'll quickly find out if you're a good match or not. It could be with people who are like-minded. It could be people who just have known you for a very long time, friends or old friends or family members, or it could be new people you don't even know, or people that are completely just the worst. Like, it doesn't matter. Being around other people can really be a mirror for the connection and help you figure out if you two are a really good couple or not. Not comparing yourselves to other couples, but seeing how you two are towards each other with other people around. It like brings out other parts of you. that you can't really tell when it's just the two of you alone. Wow. Ace of Wands, you're so down. You're like, yep. They ask you, they don't even finish asking. You're like, yeah, sure, I'm down for that. Let's do it. It doesn't take you long to pick up what they're putting down. Okay, so when would this likely happen? Within a year? I know some of you are like, that's so long. I get it. How will you know? Money. So when you get a windfall of money or start making more money or alleviate some of a specific money issue that you were having, that's when you'll know. I did get within a year. Yeah, anytime from a few days from now to a year. Can we get more accuracy? Spirit is saying more towards like the second half of the year. So if when you watch this reading it's already the second half of the year, it could be like around now, or it could be around now next year. But if you're in the first half of the year, it might be like later that year or later the year after. I know people are kind of like, a year is too long to wait for someone. That's ridiculous. I'm not wasting that time. You're not wasting your time. You don't have to wait for this person. You can continue living your life to the fullest. So it's just saying this energy is going to come in through a year. And a year is nothing. A year is nothing. In fact, Spirit is saying you might meet them this year and things between the two of you change by next year. Divine timing is just when you're ready. Not when you want it, when you're ready for it. Like this person is confident to walk up to you, to pick up the phone, to message to you, to communicate to you. That courage is being mirrored to you in terms of this money situation. I'm getting, let's see. What is this money situation? Percentage? 98%. Are you kidding? 98%. Yep. For like 98% of you, there is a money blockage. And what about the other 2%? What's the other 2%? The star card. The other 2%, you're ready to go. They're coming in like soon. Like you two might meet and get into a relationship sooner rather than later. Yeah, what is the outcome here? What's the outcome here? Two of Wands. Yeah, it's a decision whether to move forward or not. It's the meeting. You two will meet each other and decide what to do. 8 of Pentacles. So you two might meet each other within the year and then work on this connection for a year and decide what to do moving forward. Like if this connection, something to move forward with. So it could be like a friendship and you two kind of keep up the friendship and then in a year from now decide like, oh, should we date? Or you two could meet each other soon and then decide to date sooner or later and then date for like a year besides before thinking about whatever the situation is. You could be in a relationship with this person, and you might have brought up like divorce, or you might have brought up like moving really far away from your current friends and families to do like something big in your life. Wow, I'm just seeing like these 8s, 8, 8, 5, 5. A lot of 8, 8s today. So big manifestations happening for people in love. Big decisions. 8 of Pentacles here. Yeah, so I do feel like something big is happening between the two of you. You two are maybe deciding to move to a different country or something. And so you two are like, let's gather all the people we know and like see how we feel about leaving, you know, our loved ones or something for a while to do this. Or the two of you they finally just got their courage back in something. Or did they just get their courage back in? Because like they have the courage to talk to you now, but they wouldn't have before or something. Soul, family, and friends. Wow. Okay, so they just kind of finally decided to try to look for like-minded people. And you may have made some money moves. If it's not money, it could be something like it, but for 98% of you, it is money. And so it's like, okay, give it a year until your money situation is completely healed or completely improved or completely changed or completely settled in. And give them a year to kind of connect with soul family, soul friends, new people. I think it's the two of you because they're like, let's do this together. So for some of you, it's like, let's hang out with this new group of friends where we have such similar interests to, and let's work with them for a year before, you know, deciding what to do with the next step of our relationship. And for others of you, it's more like 3D physical energies where it's just kind of like, hey, you want to move to, you know, this area? Like we've always dreamt about it. Maybe not forever, but like maybe we can get a summer home there, or, you know, we can live a more simple life there, or we've always wanted to live in this like specific country. Like, you want to do that? And the two of you are like, let's kind of hang out with the people we have around here for a little bit to give them our energy to kind of work towards that. Like, let's spend more time with our family so we won't miss them as much when we do leave or something like that. Such specific and important messages coming through. I'm kind of like, I'm just channeling, but like now that I took a second to think about what's happening, I'm kind of freaking out inside. This is like whoa. You're making some like power moves in this, or actually they're making some power moves in this connection towards you. They're being the person that brings the people together. You're the one who is clearing money situations and bringing in the bread, bringing in the money, honey. Yeah. It's so funny because I feel like I'm reading for the more feminine energy, whether you're male or female, like you're more intuitive, right? Or at least while I'm doing this tarot card reading, I'm picking on the more feminine energy, and you might have some like money blocks, and your person who's in more of their masculine energy, whether they're male or female, they might have been working on their career a lot throughout their lives. They're, you know, figuring out their role in society, physical things, and so now they're doing the more feminine energy. They're bringing in the people, and you're bringing in the money. I think it's good for, at least couples that have more balanced feminine and masculine energies, to kind of switch up the roles sometimes to be able to practice mastery of the other energy. This energy lasts for about a year. So I do feel like you meet them sooner rather than later. A few days came up, but that could mean a few weeks or a few months at most. But a few weeks at the most for most people. Let me get a percentage. If you don't believe me. 93%. Yeah, see? 93% of you, like within a few weeks, this person comes in. You'll know because make this kind of, well, let's see. How will you know? How will you know? A friend that wants more. Oh. So they'll come in with a friend vibe, but a friend that wants to do more with you. So like, hey, let's get like people together. Let's like make it a thing. Let's really figure this out. Not only are they trying to be your friend, but they're trying to be your partner. And without putting too much emphasis on the romantic part. We'll look into the romantic part now because, first of all, what's happening spiritually? Why do they want to do this? Your angels are embracing you. Yeah, so they are embracing their angels more now. They're embracing their more feminine, more divine aspects of themselves more. This is really good. This is a sign that they're healed and they're ready to take on more in the world. A higher purpose. Wow. Sorry, I'm like... Mia is freaking out. Channeling Mystic Mia is like... just channeling. Here we go. So what do they think about you romantically? What would they want to say to you? I never expected it to be you. So they're surprised. So this person may be coming back. This person may be new and they would have never, like, this is someone you might not have been friends with, like, you know, in the past, or they might have not expected to bump into someone that they are so truly aligned with. You know, it's like, it's easier once you find one person to find more that are like you, you know. And for if you are already in a relationship, they're just like, I never expected you to kind of be on board for this really big life change. I didn't know if you're going to be my partner for this. Yeah, there's a feeling that like you two might have been going separate ways, even if you've been together for a long time, like not divorcing, but separating and be like, hey, I really want to live up my dreams. You know, we don't have that much, you know, we have short lives, everyone. So why not do what we want to do? And so they're surprised that you're like on board to go with them. This is if you're like married or have been in a long-term relationship. Like they're thinking about like leaving it just because they want to explore like a really crazy fantastical dream, like living in a whole different country on the other side of the world or something like that. Taking on a really big project, giving up their current life or career for something else. They weren't expecting you to be on board. They're fully expecting it to do it on their own. And for others of you who are in little to no communication or just someone new, you know, they didn't think it would be you. They're like, you know, hey, I want to do this like business project, or I want to do this like a charitable project, or, you know, I want to get a group with interest in this together. And they just like, you popped into their head and it's just like, wow, like this person, like who, like, yeah, they're perfect for this. Who would have guessed that they would be the person I would go to first, or to move forward with this idea that I have or something. It's always, I mean, don't expect it, huh? My heart is on fire for you is what they might actually say. So I think they are actually like surprised. Like if this is no communication, someone returning, or a new person, I think they are fully shocked and surprised, and how much they fall in love with you really quickly, how much they like you, how much they want to be around you, and how much they kind of need you in this. Like, they are expecting to do everything fully themselves, and they're like, wow, like, I don't think I would ever be able to do this if you weren't here. And I was thinking about doing it myself, like, what would I have done? Wow. So what direction does this go in romantically? What direction does this go in romantically? Not sure. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's time to release negativity. Yeah. So this is kind of one of those things where both of you kind of need a second to be together, specifically a year, about a year to be together. Planning this out, or working on this with other people before making a drastic move in your romantic relationship. But I'm totally see that you totally fine with that. Pile 55, your person's totally fine with that, even though they're like falling in love with you very heavily, probably right off the bat, but like very heavily as each day goes by. But I think there's something about that makes it like this love just so much stronger, because of the, I don't know, you two kind of build something before moving up in the relationship. It builds trust, I'm getting, and it allows you to kind of get to know each other differently than before. Or if this is new, like, it allows you to get to know each other on more specific things, more detailed things, before the love things so much. It's like vital for some reason. This year of like getting to know each other is so vital, Spirit is saying. Okay, and last card. Eight of Swords. Yeah, and also you two kind of need some time to kind of just release the old version of yourselves and the old life before moving forward. So you both are moving on actively on the new life, the new project, the new things, while actively releasing old things from within yourself, from within your physical life. It's a transition, but it's a transition together. Wow. Okay, Eight of Swords. You're feeling trapped and powerless within your own mind, bound by former beliefs or patterns that make you feel there's no escape from present circumstances. Free yourself by shifting your perspective. Yeah. So this is like where the two of you kind of come in. They shift. First of all, you two need to shift that focus within yourself. So with you, it's money. With them, it's having people that resonate with them around them, that it is possible that they can have it. And as soon as they just only think it and believe it, that's all it takes. All they have to do is think it and believe it. The universe starts this cycle, this manifestation. And because they relieve themselves from feeling trapped and powerless, their old patterns that they feel like they could never escape starts to leave them. So they might start releasing old friends and people that no longer serves them. You might start releasing blocks in terms of money and financial abundance, material abundance. And that's why you two kind of need a year, because you're kind of grounding in this energy of this belief that that kind of life is possible. That kind of mentality is possible. Release the negativity. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, so you both kind of need each other, and not have to do this by yourself, and have someone who's constantly reminding you that this is possible. They can find more people for the two of you, more so family and friends for the two of you, because you remind them that they already found you. And they remind you that you have unlimited abundance, and they show you through home by showing you that you can make your home however you like. So they might actually, you might actually move in with this person, but before you even like move the connection up to the next level. So if you're married or in a relationship already, that kind of makes sense. But like if this is new, or you're rekindling love, or old friend, like this might be like kind of unusual that you two are living together or close to each other, because you kind of form a community. But in living together or close to each other, you guys kind of start making the kind of home, like for example, if you want to live in a different country, like you kind of like start making your home kind of like what it might look like when you're in that new home or something. Wow, I'm like rocking so hard because this energy is coming in so hard. All right, yeah, if you're twin flame, divine counterpart, highly spiritual person, a light worker, you kind of understand the higher message in this. It's kind of crazy. All right, and last but not least, what about the romantic relationship? Three of Swords, you might be feeling the sharp sting of heartbreak, unexpected grief, sadness, betrayal experience. Yeah, so I feel like both of you are recovering from some sort of breakup or heartache, or they're definitely feeling that because they're leaving some of their friends or family behind, and you may have just gotten out of a relationship, or you may have just gotten out of a difficult circumstance that really left you in place where you're like, I'm gonna need a second. That's another reason the two of you aren't rushing it, because both of you just kind of got out of like difficult situations, and it took so much courage to have faith and belief that there are the right people for you, that you do have unlimited abundance, access to unlimited abundance. So your faith was shaken, and your faith was tested, but it was not shaken, and you persevered, and that's why the universe is kind of bringing you two together, because it's like, all right, this person passed the test. I don't want them to feel lack anymore. I need them to be reminded constantly what they're working towards. They're ready for the next thing. They're ready for a higher purpose. Let's get to them. Let's keep them as friends for a little bit though, as they work through the releasing negativity after that tough cycle ended. Let them be friends. Let them get to know each other. Let them build a bond that's so strong that it cannot break. Stronger than if they were to enter a relationship right away. Let's bring in other people for them too. Let's bring in a bigger purpose for this group. Right? So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, I want to know, please. Please let me know. This is too important, and just too highly spiritual for us not to connect on this topic right now. If this resonates, please let me know. All right, and if not, you can always check out another pile. I recommend checking out another tarot reader if this doesn't resonate, because I only read for high vibrational folks, and we are drawn to each other. And if you are drawn to this channel or this reading, then you are being called, and whether you take that call is up to you. But if you don't want to take that call, you might want to find another tarot reader. Anyways, I send you a lot of love and light, pile 55, because it does seem like you're coming out of something difficult, and you have a community here, you have soul family here, you have people coming to you to support you, and you have your guides there always. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 77. With the Amethyst, let's look at the actions they want to take and why, and then the actions they will most probably take and when. Two of Cups. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So they want to do something to make this official, or I'm getting to tie themselves to you. to level up in the connection, to make you theirs. Oh, wow. That's magical. Okay, so what actions do they want to take? Page of Earth. Yeah, they want to give you... I'm getting they want to give you a clue. Something in the physical that tells you that you're theirs and they are yours. I'm getting for some of you, you two are already in a relationship or already on the marriage track, or already married. And for others of you, you just started dating, or you just rekindled this love, or you just you're just about to meet this person, or you haven't spoken to each other for a very long time, and this is not going to come as a surprise though when this happens. Where they first want to just be able to give you a small indication with something physical, more than a message, like a message and a gift, to indicate that they want to level up the connection, or they want to continue tying themselves to you in more deeper ways and more different ways. Wow. This is so super romantic. Okay, so why? I know you from somewhere. 6. This is my soulmate card, so I feel like they're like, yeah, we're soulmates. Duh. That's why. Easy. This is probably gonna be the fastest reading ever, because they're just like, yep, you're my soulmate. We're gonna be together. I'm gonna tie to you as many ways as humanly possible, and that's that. End of story. End of reading. I could just stop here. Really. The fates. Yep. We're fated. You know that. I know that, right? Yeah, whether you're already with this person, or you're in little to no communication, or you're about to meet, whatever your situation is, like, it's so obvious to them that you're fated. They have their destinies intertwined, that you're soulmates. A message and a gift I'm hearing. I give you a message and a gift, at the least, to indicate to you that, like, hey, if you're already together, like, I found this other way that we can tie ourselves to each other. For one person, only one person that watches this, it's gonna be like bungee jumping together, or something terrifying like that, where I guess your adrenaline going, or jumping out of a plane or something, just to kind of go through that, like, experience together. That's only one person. For most of you, it's not. Most of you, it's gonna be like, marriage, commitment, asking you out, like, moving in together, deciding to have children together, or combining families together, doing some sort of ritual. Yeah, some sort of ritual. How are they feeling about all this? Hunger and protection. Okay, I'm getting this connection is already divinely protected, and so they're thinking about other things right now, like how they're hungry. Get this man or woman a sandwich, because they are so committed, they're so faithful, and they're in so much of their knowing that this is it, this is the one, this is the way forward, that they're not even thinking twice about it. It doesn't make the emotions any less stronger. Actually, in fact, it's the opposite. The emotions for you, their knowing, their faith in you and in this connection is so strong that it's just like, all right, well, hey, I love you, I kind of want to get married to you, or hey, I found this like other ritual, which is kind of like a spiritual marriage or something that I think that we should do, like, will you do that for me? Or hey, I think I am ready to have children with you, or hey, I would like you to move in with me, or hey, I kind of want us to go on this epic adventure together, or whatever. And they just say it so casually, and you're like, and your like heart like starts to flutter, and you're like smiling all cheesy, and then your eyes are glimmering, and there's like a glow around you, and you're so happy and like soaking in the moment. And then the next second, they're like itching their head. They're like, yeah, but like, what are we having for lunch? And you're like, my dumb, beautiful, divine, gorgeous person, I love you so much. Like, what do you want for lunch? It's on me. Let's go out. Like, I'm about to cry. I'm literally crying right now. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. This is too much. I'm gonna actually pause for a sec. I'm still like smiling and giggling. Like, I feel that's like how you're gonna be feeling, because you're just like, I'm getting like, it's kind of like when someone like asks you to marry them or something like that, and it's just like you're just on that like feeling for like such a long time. It's like that. Okay, so that's the action that they want to take, and why. So, but what actions are they most probably going to take? Actions are they going to most probably take? Strength. They're coming from such a strong position. There's no like if, ands, or buts, no confusions, no second choice, no time to need to think about it, no like, you know, figuring out the logistics, how this works logically. It's like, nope. They know it, they take action on it. Very Mars energy, yeah, very masculine energy. Move forward, moving, defending what they know is to be true and right, and like, you know, in love. You had to tell me, past 77, like, is your person like normally like this? If this is someone new or someone you wouldn't know, but like, if you are in a relationship with this person or dating this person, like, are they normally like this? Like, someone who makes decisions like this about like the relationship, about love, like this? Are they like this super romantic and not know it? Does it make you feel kind of like, you know, like a squishy blob of love every time they do something like this? Or is this the first time? Okay, so what? Ten of Swords, end of a cycle, beginning of a new one. What action are they most likely to take? Seven of Swords, yeah, they're the kind of person who's like, yeah, I did this big thing, let's move to the next thing. They're so like matter of fact, or at least when it came to this decision. What is this Ten of Swords about? I'm kind of confused about that. I'm getting, and just like that. And just like that, with so much sword energy, they make a decision so quickly, so aligned with who they really are. They didn't need to think about it. They ended a cycle and began a new one so quickly. So I feel like this might come as a shock to you. You weren't expecting this. And you're kind of like confused, because you're like, wait, what? Like, I'm in shock. How are you not in shock? How are you like so okay with this? Like, it's great, it's beautiful, but this changes everything, and it changes everything so dramatically, so quickly, in just an instant. And now you're thinking about sandwiches. What is going on here? Why did this just happen the way it did? Like, I feel not blindsided. I feel like you're totally surprised, not expecting this at all. And it confuses you even more that they're so casual about it. It's like, wait, like, have you thought about this? Like, is this like something you've been thinking about? Like, are you sure? Like, do you need more time? Like, this completely changes like both of your lives immediately. Like, an old cycle ends and a new one begins so very quickly. And this new one is like so honest and truthful and of light. A light switch. It happens that quickly. Your whole life changes. I keep hearing this phrase, which is like, you know, the day in which your whole life changes just at first seems like any other day kind of thing, you know? Just, it's like that. So how are you feeling about all this? Faith. You have a complete and utter faith in this person and in this decision. You always had faith, I think. And if not in this specific person, you know, if you're married or in a relationship with this person, or in little to no communication, like, you always had faith in this connection and that you two were destined and this would happen somehow, someday. If this is a new connection, then I feel like you always had faith that when you found the person, you would know right away and they would know right away. But I don't think you expected things to happen like this quickly. Wow. Okay, so when will this happen? Most likely. When will this happen? Most likely. Today? No way. I think that's a reference to me saying like, oh yeah, you know, the day that your life changes feels like any other day. So like, expect it any day. Expect it any day now. For how long? Yeah, it depends on when this happens until it happens. But when like, I feel like for this pile, like, when it happens like this immediately. Like, you've always kind of known. Let me get a percentage on that. 26%. So for like for a quarter of you, this happens like literally around now, like when you're watching this reading. And for the other 75%, 13 dusk and solar eclipse. Okay, I'm getting a really rare astrological event, whatever that means to you. It happens soon, but I'm not getting a specific date. I got 0 point yesterday, divine timing surprise, few days, tomorrow, a week. Oh, Spirit's keeping it like a surprise for the other. I think it's because like 25% of you kind of know you're already in this energy and it's about to happen any moment. Yeah, Spirit saying for 25% of you, it's like happening like today, or it just happened yesterday, or it's happening tomorrow. And that's why Spirit's like, yeah, it's not spoiling the surprise for you. This is just a confirmation. And for the other 75% of you, it's like happening soon. But Spirit wants you to forget about this reading before it happens. So like maybe tomorrow, maybe, you know, later this week. But there's enough time to kind of just forget about this reading, and then Spirit's going to surprise you. Okay. And how will you know when this energy is coming in? Transportation. Something like they'll come in with their mode of transportation. So they'll either like they'll you know, drive to you and talk to you in person, which is why you're like, oh, let's go out for lunch then. You know, they'll show up at your door, or, you know, if you work together, something like that. Like, they'll have the transportation and they'll come to you. If they're far away and they fly to you, or after they give you this message and this gift, maybe they send something in the mail and they want to text you on the day that it gets delivered to you, so you have the message and the gift at the same time. And part of that message is like, I'm gonna come see you as soon as I can, you know, next weekend or something like that. So something about transportation is brought up. Yeah, they're like temporary, like, it's like, we have to see each other sooner rather than later. I came to you as soon as I knew, as soon as I made the decision. And I wanted to send you a message and give you a gift as soon as I knew, as soon as I made the decision to do this with you. And now I'm going to figure out a way to get to you. And if you're already around this person, then they're gonna, I don't know, I heard for someone like loan you their car or send transportation for you to pick you up. Or that's like very few of you, but like they'll somehow drive to you or try to see you or try to get, like, figure out how they can plan a trip with you or come with you on a trip or something. Rent a car, or I don't know, maybe you're on vacation when this happens and so they're like, oh, I'll meet you where you are, kind of thing, whatever the situation is. Or you're like visiting family or and a work trip. I'm gonna pull one more card about that because, like, Spirit kept going. So it's like, what is this transportation? How will you know? Explorer of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the World card. Yeah, they're literally gonna go to you. Literally gonna go to you. So I feel like they come to you, even if you live close or whether you live long distance. They're gonna be like, message, gift first, and then they're gonna, like, part of that message is gonna be like, I'm gonna come see you tomorrow or next week or next month or something when I can get out of this, or the end of the season or whatever, end of the year. Yeah, that's for most people. And then a few of you, let me see, percentage. Yeah, 53. So it's like 50-50. 50-50 that they'll come to you via some sort of transportation. And for the other half of you, they figure something out in terms of transportation. Maybe their car breaks down and they're like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to buy a new car. You know what? I'm going to put both our names on it, or something like that. Or like, you know, hey, you're on this trip or you're seeing these people. Like, I'm going to go rent a car once I get off so I can come to you, so you don't have to pick me up at the airport, or you don't have to pick me up when I get there, or something like that. And that we'll have that 2 cars or something, or we'll have my car so I don't have to Uber everywhere, or, like, you know, ask anyone for anything, like something like that. Something like they rent a car, or they buy a car, or they come to you through transportation, something with that. That's how you'll know. That's enough, I think, with that. Okay, so why do they do all this? You already know the way. Yeah, look at that, how funny. Hit this, like, Knight of all these swords cards. It's like they already knew. They already know what to do. Like, it was so very obvious to them, and they're like, this is the decision that I have to make, and I'm going to make it. End of story. And then where's here? A message that they wanted to say to you. What did they want to say to you? I'm struggling to communicate how I feel. Yeah, because you're kind of like, why aren't you freaking out as much as I am? And they're overwhelmed too, but their way of dealing with confusion or overwhelm is, I think, food for most of them, or something like that. Maybe like gaming or watching TV or something like that, because they're so blasé about it. And you're like, wow, how are you acting so like calm and like this isn't life changing? And it's because they're so overwhelmed too that they need to go to their like comfort thing, which for some people it's TV, sometimes it's games, sometimes it's food, whatever it is for them. And then what will they actually end up saying? The intensity of this connection allures and frightens me. Yeah, I think it's more like they're just overwhelmed. Yeah, they might actually say like, no, like I am kind of shocked by this too. Not by like me making this decision, but by like what this means for us moving forward. It's surprising and it's good feeling and it's overwhelming. But you know how it's like it hasn't sunk in yet? Like if you win the lottery or if you like get that job that you didn't think you were gonna get, or you know, something like that, and it like takes a minute for it to sink in. It might take like a week or two to sink in. It's kind of like that. Okay, last couple cards here. How will this relationship go? Surrender to the divine, which they did. They completely surrendered. They're like, I know what this connection is. I surrender to it fully and completely. And you do too. It's kind of like a done deal here. Easy peasy. It's where it's like, this was an easy one. Maybe not in the past, maybe not to get to this point, but like here to make this decision and to move forward, I'm hearing it's like easy from now here on out. Step out of your comfort zone. Like they stepped up. They did the more difficult thing, you know. And you may have too. You might have like you accepting them back, or accepting this new challenge, new adventure, or new person. Like it's very, you know, they stepped out of the comfort zone, but you did too, and you're both very comfortable with it. So you both might have done a lot in your life, because like the only way you can get comfortable, the only thing you can have big things in your life is taking risks, right? And the only way you can take risks if you are not afraid to fail, and you keep putting yourself in uncomfortable situations to get, you'll never get like comfortable with it. You'll still feel awkward and uncomfortable in these like situations where you're in front of a lot of people talking or singing, or you know, meeting new people, starting a new job, or moving to a new place, or starting a new relationship. It's like if you keep putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, that's how you'll get used to it, and that's how you'll get ahead in life. And so you'll have more success, and you'll take more risks, and you'll do bigger things in life, right? I feel like the two of you are this. You two both are people who take risks for the right reasons, for the right things. North Node, following your destiny, your life purpose, and a big part of that is knowing your person and knowing when to make that move, not skidding around it, not avoiding it. Like you're very comfortable in who you are now, and trust yourself and trust the divine so much that you trust yourself making a decision like this. So good. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so many, every card is coming out. Six of Cups. Some of the other cards that came up that I was just like, it's too many. Page of Swords, communication, message in the physical realm. Six of Wands, victory. Queen of Cups, nurturing, compassionate, emotionally balanced, success in every situation. Six of Swords, letting go of the past, evolving into the calmer waters of self-mastery, harmony, balance, moving towards a brighter future as you shift out of the old energy. Leaving behind circumstances in your physical reality that have made you feel abandoned. So you've achieved mastery. You've healed completely this feeling of abandonment, rejection, isolation, or lacking. Nine of Cups. You've come so far and now beginning to reap the emotional rewards of your journey. Allow yourself to indulge in this happiness that you've created for yourself. But the main card here is Six of Cups, reunion. A reunion between you and a counterpart or someone from your past is just around the corner. Remain present and appreciative of every moment and experience. This perspective will encourage a reconciliation that adds more joy and warmth to your relationship. So this could be someone that you coming back. This is someone you might be already in a relationship with. Or this might be someone from past life or higher realms. Wow. I mean, congratulations to you, Pile 77. I wish you all the best. If this reading resonates, I really appreciate your comment. It's good to spread, the good vibes, because you're definitely in it, Pile 77. But maybe not tell people that this is what's happening, but you can still spread good vibes until this is kind of grounded in, right? I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.